Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to introduce you to the new Monsters card. Meet the Menace Dark Secret. This is a new scenario which spawns a cursed damsel in its prologue. Like all the scenarios, the secret has two chapters which are triggered by the Thrive units. First chapter, when opened, gives the scenario a permanent passive ability. Each unit when played will first get 2 points of buff if its power is not high enough to trigger any Thrive on our side. The second chapter lets us play the tallest bronze monsters unit from our deck. Why don't we examine the card more carefully? At the prologue, that means on deploy, the Menace secret spawns a cursed damsel in its row. Hope you're already familiar with her. Nothing special at this point, we just play the scenario and get the new engine. Next, to start the first chapter and give the artifact the permanent passive ability, we have to play a Thrive unit. It could be a Bruxa, for example. Note that Bruxa is not tall enough to activate Thrive, which means we'll get a 2-point buff thanks to the Menace secret. And that's when it becomes interesting. When I play the Bruxa, we first open the first chapter, activate the scenario's passive, instantly get the buff, and it's only after that that the other passive abilities trigger. Let's try that one. From now on, the passive will work until the scenario leaves the board. For the second chapter to begin, we again need to play a Thrive unit. Perhaps it could be Koshi. So we open chapter 2, get a 2-point buff, activate our unit's Thrive, and play the tallest bronze monster from our deck. Let's try it. 6 power is not enough to trigger Thrive, which means we get the buff again. As we can see, the scenario helps to trigger Thrive. Yet, if the unit's power is sufficient to activate at least one Thrive, we won't get a buff. For example, Woodland Spirits is tall enough to trigger Thrive, so no buff this time. Thank you for watching. See you under the black sun.